To introduce the Altrincham Court Leet, who are going to formally open this year's Timperley Country Fair. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the Court Leet, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Altringham's ancient Court Leet, I have to say how pleased, proud and privileged we feel to have been invited to open Timperley's Country Fair. However, before I call upon our Honourable Provost, Alderman Doris Lunt, to declare the fair officially open, we have been asked to explain to you all just what the Court Leet is, why it was created and what we do. Therefore, I ask your indulgence for only 2 minutes while I explain our existence. We have to cast our minds back to medieval times, when there was no legal system as we know it today. However, Altrincham had its own market, but it was totally unregulated. Traders could sell mouldy bread, weak, diluted ale, without penalty. There were no police or fire brigade, and if a farm animal broke free, it was entirely up to the owner to catch it. The lord of the manor was Haemon de Massey, and in 1290, 721 years ago, he arranged for Altrincham to be granted a charter to regulate business in the town, and the Court Leet was formed to act on the Lord's behalf. Officers were appointed to oversee the work of Altrincham and its market. The court was headed by the Lord's Steward, who would regularly report to Haemon de Massey, and he had a deputy. A clerk of the court and a recorder kept written records of its proceedings. Constables dealt with minor petty offences. A chimney looker kept alert for fires. A pump looker checked that the water in the wells was fresh. A dog muzzler kept an eye open for dangerous dogs, and pounders prevented cattle from breaking out and wandering. There were others, but probably the most popular job was that of the ale taster, who checked that the beer and the ale was fit for men's bodies. The whole organisation was, in essence, a kind of modern trading standards, but in medieval times. This system lasted with some developments until 1937, when Altrincham became an urban district council under Cheshire County Council, and with the 10th Earl of Stamford as the charter mayor. Some of its old functions had disappeared with time. It had its own council with staff, so the Court Leet itself had become obsolete. But in 1974, the government passed an Act of Parliament which, among other things, created the new Metropolitan Borough of Trafford, and Altrincham lost its independent existence overnight. Lord Stamford was worried that Altringham's old traditions would be stamped out by the new Borough Council, but several ex-mayors were still alive, and he invited them to reassemble the body of free burgesses as the jury of the Court Leet, with the specific purpose to oversee and perpetuate items and matters of historic and ancient identity and custom, and to celebrate the ceremonial traditions. Since 1974, therefore, the Court Leet has done its best to fulfil its obligations, and here we are today. So it is now my honour and pleasure to introduce to you Alderman Doris Lunt, the Provost of the Court, to officially declare the Timperley Country Fair open. God save the Queen!
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is my privilege and honour to open the Timperley Fair. I hope we have a good day and you all sell all your products and make plenty of money. I now declare the fair open.